Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a repair video on a Gallagher M1100. Ooh, excuse me. They also make a Gallagher M1500. Looks very similar to this unit. It's just got a different circuit board. I think the same transformer and some different capacitors set up on the inside. We don't see these units hardly ever come in for repair unless a power surge or lightning gets a hold of it. And as you can see on the note of the guy's thing there, lightning. So I haven't opened it up. I don't know what's wrong with it. We don't see a lot of these coming for repair. Seems like the only thing that gets them is age and lightning. These units haven't been around all that long. About 6 years this model's been around, at least here in the States. And I think I've only worked on about 6 of them in the last 6 years. So we just don't see a lot of them in for repair. Now, they're not a cheap unit by any means. But they're very reliable. We just we'll see what's going on inside this. So if you got one of these, like to send just for repair, we'd be happy to take a look at it for you. If you want to take a stab at working on it yourself, you're welcome to. And if you want to get parts, order them from us, and we'll hook you up some parts. You may have to order the part in because we may not have the part in stock because we just don't see a lot of them come in for repair. Yeah, probably going to see the burnt stuff on there just by first glance. Don't see it right away. But the two areas where lightning can come in on it are the AC side over here, or the fence and ground side right here, which is down here where the blue and yellow connects that right here. And daisy chains up to here. So I looked over here, didn't see anything really burnt up at all. Looked over here and right there. That's where it's burnt at. So lightning hit right there. I don't know what all that stuff does, but it's bad either way. You can't get any schematics for these things. So we are stuck, most likely going to have to swap the board out. We'll check the capacitor just to make sure it's fine. Hopefully the transformer's not bad. We might have one of those in stock. They're not common to have a failure in them, but when lightning hits something, you never know. What we got to do is get these spade connectors off. We got a little thing on there, and then get the power cord off. Get the capacitor off. Set off the side. And we'll go ahead and plug these two red wires that go to the primary side of the transformer. Board is going to slide out of there. See, it just doesn't look that bad. Oh, the fuse is blown. So I'll probably, maybe it came in on the AC side, but definitely hit that stuff over there. You see all that stuff there's all a handful of it's all burned up. That fuse is blown, and maybe these might be bad as well, but can't fix the board on that one. That one's a little too far gone with those little doodad parts on there burned up. If been one of those bigger parts over there, probably, and that was all that was wrong that we knew for sure, I'd tried changing those out and being done with it. Then I'm hooking it back up and trying it again. So we're gonna get a new board here. All right, that's a brand new board. Put this board, slide it down these little notches down here in the bottom corners, and that sits like that. Luckily these are all color coded or labeled which wire goes where. So they make it pretty foolproof. All right, let's check this capacitor real quick. This is a 30 microfarad capacitor, so I'll put a meter on capacitance. There's no polarity of the capacitor. 29.8, that's pretty much spot on. Alright, so it's set right there. And it plugged in over here, and it is labeled on there purple and brown, which in theory on this capacitor I don't think it really matters, but we're going to put it on where it says. Alright, now the fun part. Power cord, getting it to stay on there. I don't like these type of connectors. Sometimes I'll cut these off and put different ones on. Sometimes I don't want to stay on there. Like that one's real loose. And then trying to tighten them up with all that white plastic crap on the these terminals. Sometimes it doesn't want to squeeze down real good. Come on. See, it doesn't want to go back on there. Alright. So I gotta do, I don't like these. I don't mind the spade connectors, I just don't like this white thing on there. It gets in the way, it's hard to put on. When you pull it off to put it back on. I mean, it would have stayed, but man, it'd be my luck. During shipping, that thing would pop off loose. Pop off during shipping, the guy would get it back. And it wouldn't turn on because the power cord came unplugged, something stupid. So we got the same size spade connector that was on there, just a little different. Crimp that right there, and then we'll plug it back on. Good. All right, so let's. That other one's standing real. It's nice and snug on there. So let's plug it in. See all the little lights start flashing. Now this is an adaptive output unit. It only puts out joule-wise what it needs to maintain whatever voltage it's trying to maintain, 7, 8, 9,000 volts, whatever it is. So when you first plug it in, it's been off for a while. You'll see there's a few lights pulse up, and the next row of lights, and then eventually about third, fourth pulse goes all the way to the top. That's the unit adapting up to whatever it wants to adapt up to. So turn it on. See? There's about 2 or 3 pulses to get all the way up there. Let's check the peak output voltage. We're about 8.2, 8.3 kV. Let's put a 500 ohm load on it. You'll probably see this fall down and climb back up. That's the unit adapting back up. Alright, we'll go to 200 ohm. This number will really fall, and it should climb back up. See it adapting itself back up. 7 joule output at 6,000 volts. Let's see what 100 ohm load will do this thing. Man, this thing just take a lick and keep on taking. 8 at a 100 ohm load, I mean 8 joule output at about 4,000 volts with a 100 ohm load. The closer you get to 0 ohms or 1 ohm, you know, the lower the ohms is across fence and ground, the more of a dead short it is. So this thing just laughed at 100 ohms. Still put out 4,000 volts at 8 joule output. Phew. These things are a very impressive unit. Alright, well this unit's done. We'll put the screws back in it and call the customer and move on to another one. You know, if lightning hadn't gotten to it, probably still be running. So I would definitely, if you buy one of these, get a surge protector for the AC side and a Gallagher lightning diverter for the fence and ground side. And that'll probably help your situation out, keeping lightning from hopefully getting through things. But these are good, you know, I really like these things. You don't see a lot of them in for repair. You know, like I said, we've only worked on 5, 6, 7 of them last 6 years that this model's been around as of 2024. So we just don't see them in that often personally here. So if you'd like to buy one, hit me up and maybe we'll sell you one as well, get you a better than retail price that you find online and help you out there as well. And until next time, we'll see you later on.